Okay guys, so it finally happened again. The suspension quit working. It was cold, it was wet, the compressor had a hell of a time, and so Mr. Fuse is broken. Him back here, well, this is 2015 Dodge Ram anyways. So 40 amp fuse is gonna go away, and we're gonna replace it with this. Alright, so here's the fuse, and what we want to do is install a breaker. What we got here is basically also a fuse. It's much slower than this, and it is also resetting, so it's what they call a breaker. That means that once it's tripped, it's disconnected just like a fuse, but there's a bimetal strip in there which will close the contact once the circuit is cooled off. So this is a good replacement for this piece of shit, and yeah, we'll give that a go. Let's take off one of these there and there, and then we'll need 4 female butt ends, which will fit just fine over there, and at least 14 gauge wire, and then yeah, we'll just make her happen. Make it a little longer so that we can lay the breaker inside the fuse panel comfortably. Here's number 2. Then it doesn't matter where either one of these wires go, as long as they slide on properly. Okay, so our breaker lives in here now, and should be just fine. Again, I mean, it is a slow fuse, but it should be perfectly fine for an air compressor. Now these other ones, this other type fuse is very fast but very expensive. If you don't like the breaker, you can always find a 40 amp blade fuse or a fuse of any other kind that is cheaper to replace. So yeah, but that's I'm sick and tired of changing fuses. Piece of shit.